The Devers situation
Yeah.
is one that I've been very vocal about, at least
You
on
called
X.
it. You called it on this show at some point.
At the very beginning.
Yeah.
At the dysfunction
Yeah.
that it speaks to, the way they handled Rafael Devers. Look, Rafael Devers signed a contract for over $300 million. Okay? He's got an ego.
Yep.
He's got an ego. That ego was, you disrespected him out of the gate. The way I break the whole thing down with Devers is, I think it's simple. You had an all-star third baseman going into the season. You went out and decided to sign an all-star third baseman in the offseason. This is the dysfunction of the Boston Red Sox internally. The Red Sox handled Rafael Devers, Alex Bregman, the third base position, as if this was fantasy baseball. Yeah. But it's not. And if you have an all-star third baseman and you're going to decide, hey, let's sign an all-star third baseman, a position we don't need. Yeah, he's a great hitter. We want him on the team. You got to have a sit-down with your current generational in mid-20s, $300 million third baseman. You got to have that conversation. And it just feels like they didn't. Yeah. Because if you did have that conversation, what we learned after the fact was that Devers clearly didn't want to be DH or first base.
Yeah.
So if you did have that conversation in the offseason, then you would know, okay, we either can't bring in Bregman, because this isn't going to work, or we got to trade Devers now and sign Bregman.
Yeah.
And then not give Bregman an opt-out after year one.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care if you like Devers' defense at third base or not. The conversation's got to happen. It seemingly didn't. Yeah. Or it did, and they didn't give a fuck, which is also just as wrong, maybe worse.
It might be worse, yeah.
Maybe worse.
Because you're just pissing in your own pool at that point.
Yeah, you already know. You already know it's not going to work, and you still do it anyways? And then you send the manager out to a press conference in spring training, and Cora's like, hey, listen, like, we're going to do what's best for the team. Yeah. I didn't love Tristan Cassis' personality, but he won me over during spring training when he's like, Rafi Devers is my third base.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's like, good. That's exact. But that type of rift was so unnecessary to create. If you just had the conversation, and at that point, do you know what the easy decision is? It's don't sign Bregman and keep Devers. Like, it's an easy decision. And that's not to knock Bregman. He's a great player. But this is not fantasy baseball. Bregman's great. But, I mean, he's not A-Rod. Yeah. And even A-Rod changed positions to go to a team.
That's a good point.
A lot of the people calling Devers selfish. And what I was tweeting out a lot about during that time was like, well, I want all you people calling Devers selfish right now who clearly don't understand that this isn't fantasy baseball, who don't understand the mindset of superstar, pro athlete. I want you to keep that same energy. Keep that energy. Same energy when Alex Bregman opts out and leaves after 1 year.
Exactly.
So stupid. Dude, it's just it's dysfunctional.
Yeah.
It makes me mad.